I don't want to be a little wimp, but I also don't want to freeze to death. Hello, welcome to another video. Today, vlog post, December 3rd, 2018. And it's a big day. It's a Monday. And I'm trying to sign a non-disclosure agreement with a company about my invention. So I send them over the one that my lawyer puts together. They don't like it. They have one that works both ways. Like hypothetically, like I get a hold of them and I'm like, hey, and I show them, they're like, oh yeah, we've been doing that. And now I can't say anything about their thing, hypothetically. I get everything all ready to go, and my 11-year-old all-in-one printer decides that it doesn't scan anymore. It will copy, but it won't scan. On and off. I mean, it's worked for 11 years without any problems. And well, I shouldn't say no problems. I've had problems with it, but I would say that most of my problems with it are with probably with the Windows, and then trying to use its software, not really realizing that Mac has a whole thing for like scanning and stuff. And once I got that figured out, you know, the inks kind of go out all the time. Like you either run out of ink or the ink expires. And unfortunately, I got a bunch of stuff. I mean, it still prints. I'll probably just end up buying a whole new printer. All in one. I mean, like just buying a scanner. 2018. Yeah. So that's what I'm on my way to do right now. After yesterday's massive accomplishments, I'm kind of bummed to be back in the truck driving again. Seems like any day that starts or has driving in it is very low on the productivity level. I really want to get that backhoe operational again, and I need some more time working on it. That's not what's happening right now. Although, you know, once this invention kicks in, I most likely could buy myself a whole fleet of brand new heavy equipment. Whether I'll do that or not, I don't know. But that doesn't really help me right now. The truck's so dirty, I gotta take it in and get it cleaned. It's just caked, get all the dirt out of it, and then I can mount the GoPro stuff up in here permanently, so I can get these amazing shots. These mountains look beautiful right now. That's the one bonus for driving right now, is there's a nice view. Been a nice view in the mornings for flying the drone. Some real epic snow views. I really need to upgrade the drone so I can even get better shots. But I'm waiting to get some views. We have done no marketing. The channel's up. We've got probably 50 or 60 videos up right now, and we're getting no views because there's been zero marketing, because the marketing's waiting for us to be current. So we're like, so like this video right here, I would hope that it's up within a month currently, but this video needs to be up within a week. When we're on that level, then I can do some promotions. That's what's going on. Been doing a lot of cooking. I made it the last night. This morning it was 19 degrees. You know, I started seeing the underneath the trailer temp slipping a little bit. I literally, well, the thermometer that I have just ended up, now it's outside, but it's underneath the trailer, but it's out underneath the slide that's the bedroom slide. So it's literally like sticking out. But when I wake up, the temperature's higher on that thermometer. And I'm like, I wonder if it's because of me, because I'm like sleeping above it, but holy cow, like there's me, and then there's the mattress, then there's like a compartment that opens up to outside, and then below that, then there's the temperature gauge. If I can warm that whole thing up, that would be amazing. I don't think that's the case, but the true test is like Wednesday. But man, I'm just like, I'm thinking I can beat that, right? I mean, like, I've got this set up, and I haven't even got any sort of heater underneath there. And I mean, I could just do something as simple as throwing some lights down there. Some of those freaking shop lights that get hella hot. I could put a couple under there, and I mean, they do suck the power. I don't know if that's the most efficient way to heat. I guess I should look it up, but I've been thinking a lot about just using the exhaust. I have two different exhaust situations right now. One is the exhaust from the heater of the trailer itself. That exhausts out the side. If I was to build a capture system and redirect that underneath the trailer, that would probably be sufficient. But sketchy. What makes it sketchy is the straw. It's sketchy to be running heated things, you know, double wall, steel line stuff, you know, obviously is how I'm going to have to go if I do that. But I also have the exhaust off the generator, which is kind of the same story. Like, see, if I stuck a light down there, I could put the light far enough away from anything, you know, it could get hot, but it's not going to necessarily be close enough to anything. If I grab exhaust off of things and then run it through the straw, like where I run it through the straw is going to be sketchy. I mean, so okay, I could just totally take all the straw away from that whole area and just kind of build out some kind of structure that, you know, was insulated with some kind of, you know, stuff that was fireproof. That's an option. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to do a little more research on it. Really, I wanted to see how really good it does with nothing, right? Like, how low can I go? You know, because the worst case scenario, but you know, I mean, how hard it freezes. Like, it froze twice already, but it did thaw. There was no broken pipes. There was no issues. So, but you know, that's tempting fate. Just seeing if it's going to freeze, at what level it's going to freeze. Like, I think being a little more proactive at this point is going to be better than just say, oh, do I freeze at this temperature? Do I freeze at that? No, how about I just set it up so I'm like, where it's going to be like, I don't know, 30 below or some shit. I don't even know. Like, you know, I've got no reference. But, and here's what's really kind of the scary part is that the point that I find out that shit's too cold to friggin' make it is when it's at its coldest. And that's gonna mean that getting that trailer out of there and getting south, that's gonna be a fucking nightmare. That's like there'll probably be snow for fucking 400 miles or some shit, you know? So, I mean, it's like, I can't realistically just have this like, well, if it gets too bad, I'll just leave. Like, because once it gets that bad, I might be fucked to leave. Or like, no, you cannot leave, dude. You're stuck out here, period, right? So, that's the dilemma, right? Like, I don't want to be a little wimp, but I also don't want to freeze to death. That's kind of unlikely. Freezing to death, burning to death. I'm always scared leaving the trailer with the cats there, because if the trailer caught on fire and I wasn't there, like, fucking, there would be nothing I could, you know, I mean, and I just think about that literally every time I leave. You know, this stuff's all super, I got a trailer from 1999, you know, I mean, these trailers have safety mechanisms on them. It's just always going to make me scared, worried. It's all about not spending money on bullshit at this point. I have to conserve my money so I don't mess up my credit between now and when the whole invention thing starts to kick in. Because at that point everything's okay, but it's just so slim now until, you know, until that happens. So, I mean, that's like very realistically like a year away. So I have to be mindful of expenditures, and going down south, oh boy, like just the gas, and then the you know, literally just eats up my whole amount of money that I'm taking in right now from my company would be eaten up just in the RV park fees and the gas. Like, that wouldn't leave me any food or nothing. So that whole option is basically like going to push myself very close to bankruptcy kind of level. So it's just best that I stick it out here and try to, I mean, like, now I have to buy a printer. You know, I'm buying a printer, I'll put it on a damn credit card. That's kind of the way it rolls right now. Put it on the credit card and hope for the best. Yep. It's nice not having a mortgage, but my gas bill, propane bill, that's another thing. I order a big tank and get a big tank delivered out there, and my propane bill is going to probably drop by, I would hope it would drop by at least a third, which is a substantial amount of money. That's hundreds of dollars. I tried to do the math in the shower the other night, figuring I was doing about 30 gallons every 4 days-ish. And I got stuck in there. Now I have a calculator handy. I can do the math super easy. 225 gallons
quarter mile, turn right onto
a month. And I'm paying, well, now that I've been looking at the prices, I wasn't looking at prices on propane for the longest time. I'm paying about $2 a gallon, so. And then the driving, it's like a lot of times I'm leaving and going. I mean, I always try to stack up a little bit of other things, but it's about $500 a month in propane right now. And the colder it gets, the more that's going to be. So, yeah, I'll save hundreds of dollars. That is just the update. That's what's going on. Thanks for liking and subscribing and following along. If you really want to do some fun stuff, go over there to Patreon. It's groovy.